Ladies, gentlemen, and you beautiful in-betweens, hello and welcome to a channel update. I'm Calmputer, and it's been a while since I did one of these. Thought it might be time. I will leave chapter markers so you can skip ahead if a topic bores you. Anyway, let's get down to it. First off, there will be no more Let's Play series on the channel. It just works better for me if I live stream gameplay like that over on twitch.tv/Calmputer and archive them on my second YouTube channel, PortableCom. Links to both in the description. As for why, there are plenty of factors. One, it takes months to finish a Let's Play, and if the game is new, then people will have either finished it or watched a streamer finish it in a couple of days, maybe a week. Or, if the game is old, the nostalgia goggles sadly wear off after a while. Either way, the effect is the same, a massive drop-off in views after the first episode. This could be alleviated by abandoning a series in the middle, which is something I really don't want to do. Second, I also sort of stretched myself too thin. One video per day makes for a pretty hectic schedule when it's supposed to be just a hobby. I wanted to do more proper reviews, but I simply didn't have time to play other games, and anytime I sat down to do so anyway, I felt guilty. Sort of like, I could be making a YouTube video right now. Instead, I'm just sitting here relaxing. Not good for my mental health, I think. Third, with streams, there's a lot more freedom. I can play any game I want without feeling beholden to a schedule, and I can stream for however long I want, whereas before, a mission or two per video was about the maximum I could edit. But editing a live stream feels wrong. I guess because I don't like editing out all of the yapping, as it creates a mentality of, you had to be there live. I'd rather not rely on FOMO, fear of missing out, like that. Speaking of which, live streams means also having access to ask me questions, holding me to account for stupid mistakes I make, and some amount of hand-holding and or constructive backseat driving, emphasis on constructive. So I think all around it might be better. Well, at least for me. So that's that. Streams will be over on twitch.tv/Calmputer and archived over on PortableCom, but where does that leave this channel? Well, here you will find more reviews, modding highlights, and first impression gameplay. Just not at the pace you've been used to for the last 5 years. Videos will be twice, maybe even once per week. I don't know how the YouTube algorithm will like that, but we'll find out, I think. In other news, I have fixed my computer. For about half a year or so, my computer has complained that it's not compatible with DirectX 12. It used to be, and suddenly it wasn't. I updated all of my drivers for everything. I also switched the display cables around to no avail. Then I came across a Reddit post about DirectX 12 suddenly requiring certain Windows updates. And sure enough, my Windows update had stood on an error for the last 6 months or so. That would normally be something I'd be ecstatic about, as I abhor and despise Windows Update. It'd be fine if all it did was add security updates, but they keep insisting on adding features all the time too. Features that always slow down my computer or reset settings I've been relying on for years. But so be it. Windows Update just kept giving me errors, so I had to use Windows 10 Update Assistant to get the latest updates all in one go. That took about 2 hours to do. But now I can play games that require DirectX 12 just fine, and it also fixed the problem with missing geometry in some Unreal Engine games. I've noticed it in both MechWarrior 5 Clans and in Still Wakes the Deep, as well as in the demo for Strand, which otherwise looks amazing. It's sort of a spiritual sibling to Tacoma, or The Invincible, I think. It also fixed the atrocious drop in frame rates in certain MechWarrior 5 Clans missions. I'm looking at you, World on Fire. Now, the frame rates in those missions aren't great still, but they're at least playable. So if you had that problem as well, that's the solution. Update Windows to the latest version. I still think I need to upgrade my graphics cards, as newer games are really taxing my systems a lot. Oh well, Futurecom's budget problem, I guess. In other thoughts, first impressions are nice, but not very nutritious, and so, as I mentioned earlier, reviews and mod highlights are what I want to focus on more. But we'll see. And with all of that said and done, ladies, gentlemen, and you beautiful in-betweens, I've been Calmputer, this has been a short channel update, and if you made it all the way to the end, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.